Here's the Squeak No More product that I'll put a link down in the description. Newer, smaller kit that came in a smaller container like this. All right, so we have the squeaky part of the floor here. I'm trying to take out the squeak. So right now, you can hear it right there, there. Right about here seems to be one of the squeaking flex points. I can hear the nail underneath. So I'm going to start here with the 1/8 inch drill bit. We're going to switch to the special head for putting in the screw. Turn the drill to the low torque setting. And here's the adapter plate. You put that down on the hardwood. This is for hardwood here in the middle. This is for either softwood or maybe for carpet. But you put the screw in this way, and if it goes right, when it gets down to the bottom, this head should snap off at the right height. So I'm going to put a little downward pressure on this as I screw this down. With my shoulder, I'm going to hold that squeak down if I can. When it gets to the bottom like this, you just give it a little turn. It might snap off and it might not. Okay, that one snapped off, which was good. That's what it's supposed to do. And you can just lift this right off, pop that out, and throw off the head. We'll come back, we'll fill that in later, but I still hear squeaks, so sometimes this takes several boards. So to get this squeak, as you can see, I had to drill in 6 more of these screws, and I didn't use the adapter because it gets frustrating sometimes when the screws don't pop off, but you'll notice they also have here a channel to hook in and break off the heads of the screws. And so this is the first one I put in, and then I worked my way across as I pushed to see if there was a squeak. And just to show you here, we got it. So just gonna snap these heads off one by one, hook in here like this, and then you can push or pull, watch your knuckles. In this case, I'm just gonna bend it back, and then the head snaps off. Next step will be to fill these holes in. Now to fill these holes in, I usually just pick up some Minwax colored pencil to fill in the holes. You know, you may have to get a couple here. They have numbers and approximate wood finishes you can get here. But I found it just depends on the lighting in the room. Of course, in this case, we're going to cover this up with an area rug, so it really doesn't matter. But you may have a preference in terms of how you fill these. They're a little bit more malleable once you get them heated up between your fingers, but you can probably honestly just take a putty knife and just push in some crayon, some brown crayon if you wanted to, and then we're gonna just take a rag and we're gonna wipe it smooth. So I'll show you one of these here. We'll start with the first one. Sometimes what I do is I actually take off a piece of the tip like this, and then I work it between my fingers into a little cylinder, and I'll push that into the hole I made and then flatten the top like as if it was a nail, just to make sure that I don't spread this stuff everywhere more than I need to, just like that. And then now that that's filled, you can always come across with a little more. Just push it in like that so that there's no rough edge here, like that. And then we'll come across with the rag when we're done. So I'm just gonna keep going here. So just to show you here, these first two, take a regular, just an old towel or rag, and just kind of rub it along the grain or in circles and get the excess off. And as you can see, it eventually just kind of blends into the surface. The idea is it's smooth, hopefully not terribly visible, and then like that. And then just kind of gently rub that over, and then you just feel if it's smooth, and that's it. So you can see in the different lights, angles of light, it really will stand out, but in other angles, it'll blend in. Now, I used the darker one there to show you the process, but here I'll take a lighter one. So these are number 6. Now I'll use a number 5. You can see it has more of a reddish tone. I'm going to mix that in with this other one here, and we'll just work some of that in, and you'll see the differences. Okay, and you can see that one there, a little reddish, a little more red. And so pick your color. I'm just going to stick with the darker colors here. So as you can see from a distance here, the holes are hardly visible in the floor, but as I zoom in, and you'll start to see where they are. So it's all about the color of that filler that you use. And as you come out, you do it right, they'll just blend right in. And so there you have it. You can see from different angles how those colors show up a little bit differently. But again, that's up to you. Match them how you see fit until they're smooth and they blend in. And then no more squeaks. So thanks for watching.